Good morning, this is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I am here at 3919 Franklin Street in Glendale, and I am preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line here on the property for Keith and Kimberly Christensen. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system, then, is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that is underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. So I wasn't able to locate an exposed or accessible main sewer line cleanout. A main sewer line cleanout is an area outside the structure that has a removable cap, allowing direct access into the main sewer pipe as the drain system exits the structure. Now, based on our information on when this property was developed, it's not uncommon that we don't find a main sewer line cleanout in that case. But it is a standard component for future maintenance of the system, so we will be recommending one be installed. We've marked that area out already, and we'll see when we get to that point. So what I've had to do here is I've brought my equipment up onto the roof. I'm going to be dropping down through this 4-inch waste vent. This is a vertical pipe that comes from the drain lines under the structure out through the roof to allow air into the system for drainage and to allow sewer gases to escape out into the atmosphere above the roof line. And this is kind of along our right edge of the roof here, driveway down there. So we'll go ahead and drop down into the horizontal drain pipe, push through a portion of the building drain system to get out into the main sewer pipe outside the structure. Got a little water running here in the bathtub, help keep our camera clean, and so we can really see and then see how the system is draining. Some debris along the top of the pipe here. Looks like there's maybe some roots coming through the old cast iron piping here under the structure. Now, these pipes here under the structure, as I was discussing, are not the focus of today's examination, but because we are seeing some of this, I'll comment on its condition. Now, these older cast iron pipes typically were expected to last somewhere in that 70 to 80 year range, and we're definitely getting beyond that point. And when we start seeing roots penetrating the wall of the pipe like this in these older cast iron pipes, it is beginning to fail, and we'll be recommending upgrades. So in this case, I would suggest that a qualified and reputable plumbing contractor is contacted and consulted to examine the entire building drain system and make recommendations for upgrades to those pipes under the structure. Alright, so here we are now exiting the front of the building and entering into our vitrified clay main sewer pipe. As we come out of the structure here, we're making a left turn. That opening we're seeing at the top of the pipe there would be something we could have extended up for a cleanout access. It should give us reasonable access for future maintenance. Just beyond that point, at the very next connection here, we have some roots intruding at this joint or connection. This is a fairly common condition in these clay pipes. Normally we're recommending that these root intrusions can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings. It's when they're left unmaintained for extended periods that they can create blockages in the system or potentially damage a pipe. Depending on how many roots we see in the system, if it's just localized to this one area, it may be beneficial to install a new cleanout, seal that area up, and eliminate those roots. It'd be more cost effective in the long run. Alright, so as we come out here, we're kind of running at an angle down under the driveway towards the right side of the property. Now, these clay piping materials, they are expected to have a long service life. This is a natural material, so it's not expected to deteriorate underground. But it is more brittle in nature and does have a higher potential for damage during seismic activity or earthquakes. And we're specifically looking for any areas of significant cracking or breaking, significant offsets, separations of the connections or joints, anything that would be considered a compromise to the integrity of the pipe. And as we drop down now, we've entered into a 6-inch pipe. This is the increased diameter pipe. That's going to run us out under the street, connect up to our public sewer. That's that transition there. For the most part, this line looks pretty clean and in pretty good condition. Really very minimal root intrusions to speak of. And then here we're going to be taking a drop vertically down into our public sewer. And making that turn right here. Right about there, so it's about 80 feet from where the pipe exits the building to where it connects up to the city sewer here. Alright, so at this point, system's generally functioning pretty well, exhibiting common conditions with minor root intrusions at a couple of the joint areas. We're definitely going to recommend that a main cleanout is made available so that future maintenance of this system can be performed. But as far as the clay piping outside the structure, I have no recommended repairs. Now, that being said, I am still going to recommend that a plumber take a look at the building drain system or the pipes under the under the structure itself. Those sections that we saw today are aging, failing, and are going to need to be upgraded. So the plumber would be necessary to perform those upgrades and get the full overview of how much piping will need to be replaced. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and conclude the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to my written report for the final findings and recommendations, including maintenance recommendations. Now, we do recommend that all main sewer lines are examined after any significant seismic activity, and that main sewer lines should be examined annually to monitor for changing conditions in a system. This is Mark Harrison, Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much, and have a pleasant day.